All right, you're gonna be my open your YouTube and see if it's open thing happening.
Okay.
Can you tell me?
Gonna be an infinite loop here between watching you on this screen and
I just want to make sure it's up. Just tell me if it's up.
I don't see it yet. Oh wait, it's on hybrid, not obstacle.
It should be on hybrid. We're on. This is a hybrid race, my friend.
I know, but it didn't pop up in my watching. Oh yeah, it says Hyrox Dubai live men's feed.
Okay, great.
Boom. And also the previous video, Hyrox Middle East men's race.
I deleted that one, I thought, but
It looks like you stopped your screen share.
right, because I couldn't see it. Shouldn't where the fuck are we? Oops. Hey, everybody who's watching live, where are we? Why are we not? Do you see?
We should be in a little tab. I don't know, is it on a different window for you?
Just what do you see in YouTube right now?
Oh, on YouTube. Open that up. I see you in the top right corner and me not at all. Oh, there we go. I see me when I talk.
You see the race?
Yes, and I see the race.
Okay,
I see what's on your screen.
All right, let's start talking about the race then. Welcome everybody to the Hyrox Dubai live feed for the men. I saw Kent zip by. I guess they didn't know that maybe they should keep following those guys, so they're just hanging out. Welcome Forders, Jim. Oh, that's the Hyrox comments. But anyway, we're gonna catch the men's race here. Do you want to briefly talk about how the women's race went before the men come into this first zone, my friend?
Yeah, so the men should be coming in actually pretty soon. Watching the women's race, they didn't run with the athletes at all. The guy that was filming tried to run one lap with Michaela and stopped after one lap. So I just don't think they have anybody to race with them. But I'm just glad we have some content here. So the women's race was pretty good. It started 12 minutes late. So that's not Kent going in first. You just exited out of it.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
So it's not Kent going in first. It looks like someone else. Let me just pull up the leaderboard so I can keep track of this as we're going through.
Sure.
I'll just have the leaderboard open on my own screen. It looks like Ali Mabret Mohammed Ali Mabret.
You're very good. That's impressive.
And then Michael Logan and then Ryan Kent, it says, was third. Looks like Kent must have passed him in the rock zone then to be on that second skier. You see someone behind me. My little sister came to help babysit Lily, so she might be helping out. Let's see. So the guy that's in first, Mohammed, looks like he was 12 seconds ahead of Michael Lug and Ryan Kent. I don't know anybody else's names on here besides Kent, though. So I'm curious if there's just going to be some monster that came out and is going to push Kent, or if Kent's going to walk away with it after a couple of stations here. We'll see where these guys are at.
Who is there besides Kent of men that we know of?
I'm looking at the board right now, and I don't see any in the top 10 that I know of.
Okay.
It looks like somebody in the comments here, Michael Lug Fitness. That's the guy that is on the third skier, came in second, it says. So I wonder if I just wonder if there's some beast in Dubai who's just been waiting for a Hyrox there and is about to come out and smash this. This guy right here is moving pretty quick. I wish they would show his monitor.
The guy we're looking, this white guy that we're looking at?
Yeah, right in front. His stroke rate's higher than Kent's.
Well, can't you tell by looking at the runs, or no?
It doesn't It just has the rocks in, the initial rocks in, and he was 12 seconds ahead of these guys coming into the station. So we'll see what he's like coming out of it. But
Well, it looks like everybody is in fact watching the Hyrox live feed. All of our friends, Hybrid Raccoon, Ugly Dave, Meg Jacoby, Tom Hogan. But
yeah,
here's the good news. We'll have all the after looks. We'll have everybody
exactly.
because this won't exist anymore. So let's just keep commentating. Maybe we'll comment on the YouTube, on the Instagram comment, since nobody's in fact watching our feed. I can take it. If you're here, go ahead and do throw us a chat.
All I see is your video chat.
Every time that happens. Okay, how about now?
Yeah, now I see it. You're back on it.
So yeah, maybe we'll speak to some of the comments we see on both. How about that? So while we're looking at these, let's talk about. See, look at you. You're even commenting on there. I can't even trust you to be on our live feed.
I am on our live feed. I like to interact.
No, I know. It's just, this is just sort of a weird way to do it. But listen, we're doing it because we're doing this for the people. Because if this is any time after Saturday at 7:26 a.m. Eastern, this is gone. So you're welcome.
Yeah,
future people.
Well, that's right. The women's race was gone. They didn't save it. All right. So it looks like the guy that was in third is out of there. Kent's out of there. So he passed up that guy that was on that first ski erg. All three. All right. So all three guys are out. I really like the way this is set up. It's nice that the in arch is before the out arch as you're running, which that doesn't always happen. And that's like athletes like Rylan and Lauren and Chris last year in LA all got confused because of the out arch was first and they entered through the out arch and then had to go back out and adjusted it.
Did they go in through the outdoor?
No, these guys went the right way. Yeah.
Are you familiar with that incredible Prince lyric?
In through the outdoor?
Come on, man.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
Well, if you're new to the station, get ready for first of many of Matt's singing reference. She walked in through the outdoor. She wore her raspberry beret. How do you not know this song, man? Come on.
I don't know. I don't know that one.
You don't know Raspberry Beret?
I don't. I am not 100% on music and culture music. My older sister would listen to Eminem, so I know like the 90s Eminem music.
God, are you trying to make me feel like a fucking dinosaur? Your older sister listened to Eminem? Oh my goodness, you're killing me.
I remember she had a CD player and there was like a song on there and we're like, well, I wonder if we could scratch it off the CD. And we were like trying to figure out which ring the song was on and you could scratch it.
You're killing me, buddy. You are killing me. Well, listen, let's talk a little bit while we're waiting on these runs. Can we talk about for people who haven't heard? So your wife is Lauren Weeks. You guys together make up the hybrid engine. You said Lauren told you the men's sleds, quote unquote, felt light, or the women's sleds felt light.
So I got a text right like an hour before their race that the athletes were told the sleds felt light and they were going to add weight to them. So I couldn't tell if they actually did add weight to it, but it was told. So I don't know. It's maybe they did, maybe they didn't. We'll see here on the men's if they did for them. But it was not like it wasn't an Australia fast sled push. I'll tell you that. It was.
Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? The Australia
women's
sleds
race.
No, the Australia sleds weren't fast. He trained
they
really
weren't?
hard. No, he trained really hard. He listen, he paced himself better. That's how he got 4 minutes lighter.
Oh.
4 minutes faster.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was just referring to, the women and men that went under 2 minutes. And the one girl who had
somebody's down. Somebody's rough limp there.
The one girl who had a minute and a half sled push or a minute 20 sled push for
How-
50 meters.
How dare you?
She literally at one point she pushed it and it kept sliding after she stopped. She like pushed it forward. So this is what they did. They didn't have anybody to chase the runners. And by the way, watching the women's race, it is much better to follow the lead or the leader athletes, because when they stick with just one athlete.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Coming into zone 2. Let's talk, buddy.
All right.
There's Christian. All right.
So
they came in almost simultaneously.
Yeah, top 3 men. I'm gonna check the splits here on their sled push in times. They are Michael, I don't know how to say his last name, I'll call it Lug, and Ryan Kent were neck and neck. And then Jordan Bryant was 29 seconds behind. And the next person, Mohammed Ali Mabret, was right behind them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 55s and a 35. Is that what it looks like? Or a 25? So you can see that top weight. Just see if they added weight.
How did he? Oh, that's another race. I was going to say, there's a guy looks like he was a lane ahead. That's got to be another race, right?
No, that guy right there.
On the far left.
So these in order right now, they are 1, 2, 3. So the guy that's in the lane where the cameraman was the guy who came in first. Kent was the guy who got in the second lane, and then lane 3 is the guy that came in third, like 30 seconds behind him, I guess. He pushed that thing quick.
Okay, so
they closed down that first lane.
Yeah, so this came up in Australia, where of course all the sleds are the same, but they closed down the first 3 lanes, and we assumed it was because they were too fast, and then we heard no, that was nothing. So
I mean, in all the Hyroxes, I never really liked that first lane, that out lane. So if they close it down, that's great.
But tell me what you don't like about it.
Well, sometimes I've seen athletes where like one of the skis will get off the carpet, like they'll just be pushing and they push a little angle, falls off the carpet, and then all of a sudden you're pushing it a little faster because half of it's on concrete and half of it's on carpet. It bunches up on that edge, and I don't know why it doesn't do it in the middle here, but because they do cut the carpet, but that edge looks like Kent's out first. That edge bunches up and can get little folds in it and bubbles too. So ever since, what was it, Dallas Invitational in 2021, the goal's always been, hey, don't take the first lane on the sled. Try to take the second.
Interesting. Got a split on Kent's sled.
Yeah, it looks like somebody went in through the out arch or something. So we have the leaderboard a little bit messed up, but Kent on the sled push was 250, 13, 11, 221.
Where does
and
that?
Now the guy in second looks like he's 45 seconds back.
So 221 sled, where does that rate on men's sleds?
Men's sleds, that's pretty like European standard. It's not Australia fast.
Listen, I don't know why you keep saying this about Australia. They are the same everywhere.
Okay. That's what I thought too, but why would they add weight to the sleds if they're the same everywhere? I don't want to beat the dead horse, but
listen, I'm a stand for my man Rich Ryan, and that's why I'm that's why.
Well, what did Rich say? That he thinks this is the way the sleds are supposed to be, and America's just heavy. That's all. And now it looks like if Europe's the standard, Australia's a little fast, Europe's and the US is a little slow. And
but let's back up a little bit. Okay. What about Spain versus the rest of Europe?
That's a good question too. If Spain's so fast, why don't they just add more weight to Spain's sleds? Like they said I don't know if they did here, but if
Anthony, since we've got time to kill, since they're not showing us anybody else, can we talk about Vegas? Because Vegas is the one I'm pretty sure that you came up to me. I think that was you, and
Yeah.
you took a picture of a sled and you counted weights. Was that you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
They took a weight off in Vegas, which the weights are 55 pounds is what they put on the sled. They took a weight off in Vegas because they were too heavy. And from what I heard, the Europeans that came over were struggling to push the sleds in the practice area. And I believe they took it off for the elite race and not for the like standard pro race. And you talk to some people that ran the standard pro race and they were like, man, those sleds were so heavy. Slowest sled push, slowest sled pull I've ever done. So I mean, personally, I like the race with the little bit faster of sleds because you get a faster race overall. But if it's not equal everywhere, then it's not equal.
Can we do a
And
quick? I want to do a quick culture check, by the way, because I know when Spartan went to Abu Dhabi, this came up, and there are more and more races happening in the Middle East, as you can see here. I might have something I'm working on in the Middle East for next year. This idea that women can't dress how they want. I think you're observing plenty of women wearing exactly what they want. There are CrossFit gyms where people, and you do see some women completely covered up because that's their culture. But just so you know, people that think that it's not okay to dress like this for a race, you certainly can.
so on that note, Lauren usually wears a tank top and shorts, right? Somewhere hot like Dubai, she planned on wearing a tank top and shorts. She said on the flight over, she was the only one that didn't have her shoulders covered in the flight. And she got pretty self-conscious. And during the while she was there before the race, when she would go down to like breakfast and stuff, she had a little like extra shawl or jacket or something that she would use. This guy's hand over hand pulling. Look at that.
Did he beat Kent to the sleds?
I think he ran a lap short or Kent ran a lap long. Let's see.
Yeah, something's happening here. Something happened.
Yeah, that guy ran a lap short.
All right, so I wonder if he knows it. I wonder if Kent knows it. Kent, hopefully, Kent probably knows.
Yeah. So that dude ran. Yeah, he's definitely a lap short.
Yeah, Kent's gonna know. Kent's gonna be like, I knew that guy was short. I didn't know, but I knew he was short.
He ran like a 3 minute 1,000, and his 1,000 before that was like almost 5 minutes.
Was that a good Kent impression? I feel like that's kind of what he sounds like.
But say it again because
you're giving me
I can
nothing.
give a Kent impression.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, just holler at your boy.
Yeah, me and Lauren were down there in the Middle East, I mean, I'm just trying to, listen, I'm just trying to do my best.
Yeah. I go up there every day. I like Ryan.
I love Ryan.
He's never watched it.
It's just I just never noticed till we're doing this, but he's just very American. You know what I mean? I think he's just a very American dude.
Yeah. If you've never watched it, go watch the selection with him.
Oh, are you kidding me? It's like you fall in love with Ryan at the selection.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. We went and watched it because Lauren was talking about somebody had asked her if she wanted to do it or something like that. And so we went back and watched it and asked him questions about it. And it was great.
Well, if you're a fan of the Obstacle Racing Media podcast, I have been interviewing Ryan since 2016. I think he won his first Georgia Spartan Sprint. And then, selection, my buddy Christian was on there. And so I had Christian on, Kent on, Logan Nagel on. Those guys all made the finals. Bracken's brother, Macaulay, was on that show. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Good. So if you want to watch Hunter's world record time, he was out of the sled pull at 19 minutes and 43 seconds. Kent gets out of the sled pull at 20 minutes and 18 seconds. So he's about 35 seconds behind the world record.
So with a lap advantage, this guy's still on the sled. Does he not know he can walk backwards?
I don't know. It looks like, it's just that practice. You haven't practiced the technique before. He's just going hand over hand. At one point he was sitting down.
Well, this is going to be a rough day for this guy.
Yeah.
Because he's a lap behind. What's the penalty?
It should be 3 minutes. That was a pretty quick sled. That was a 2:59, a 3-minute sled. Huh.
So you were saying we think Europe minus Spain is the standard. America slightly heavier. Australia, China fastest. That was your.
Some of America slightly heavier. Sometimes you get a good sled course and it goes well.
I think the next race we're at together, I think you and I should do a whole breakdown, and we can maybe do a collab share. I'm being serious. We'll show you pushing and pulling, and we'll just talk about the kind of how it works and what these differences are in other countries.
Yeah. Since we're just watching running right now, I can go back to the Vegas comment you made. Yeah, I had pictures. I took a picture of the sled there.
Did you have pictures, like a picture of water, or did you take a picture with a C?
Oh, a picture. You trying to get I'm tired, man. What is that? What's that? Do you ever watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine with Andy Samberg?
I'm familiar with the program, but I have not seen it.
There's an episode or a meme where it says, I am way too sleep deprived for your negativity.
Hey man, holla at your boy. I don't need your negativity. It's almost that Marky Mark, that Marky Mark impression. Speaking of Andy Samberg from Saturday Night Live, how you doing? How's your mother?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, but without the Boston accent, Ryan Kent.
Okay. Yeah. I like Ryan. I listen to his stuff. I listen to Mile Hybrid.
Dude,
too.
Mile Hybrid's awesome. Mile Hybrid, great podcast, an hour with those two guys. Much easier to listen to than, say, the 2-hour Race Brain podcast that I can't possibly get through.
Everybody has like quirks and things that they say constantly. Some people say or a or whatever they're gonna do, and I just noticed when listening to it, Ryan says your boy. He refers to himself as your boy a lot, and I always found it interesting.
No, I think it's great. I think we're gonna start a thing. He looks good. Let's talk about how he looks.
Yeah, he's moving well. He looks like he's running pretty fast. He was cruising there. I wonder, let's go check his last split. So his last run was under 4 minutes. It looked like a 3:49. That's pretty good. That's moving well. So we'll see what this one is. See if it's any faster than that. 4:39 was his last split. So 4:49. Yeah,
I noticed, how earlier when I looked at a different tab and you said, hey, we can't see anymore. Yeah. Thank goodness I did not have anything inappropriate. Not that I ever look at anything inappropriate on the web, but thank goodness. You got to pay attention when you're on the live feed. I had like 6 tabs open.
Yeah, that's why I'll start closing tabs and stuff because I'll jump on a work call and I have like a Hyrox tab or something open on the side or something like that. I'm like, oh crap. Make sure I don't get those open because they on work they have us Teams or OneNote or something like that, so it pops up in a new tab if you have the internet open already.
And by the way, I have no issue with them not trying to run with these people. Like, it's fine. Like this is the race. The race is them coming into the zones, and unless you have a really fast guy, and even then you're missing it. I don't need to watch guys just currently. So okay, let's talk about BBJ form.
Okay. Whoops, clicked the wrong thing. So it looks like Ryan was still under 4 minutes on that last run. So he was a 3:56. Good step up. Feet look level. Feet do not come up past the hands. When he drops down, he gets that little He takes his full 1 foot advantage that he's supposed to get, which they clarified. I think I heard something about Mincher came out and clarified that it is 1 foot, not a forearm length, is what it was said.
Yeah, I'm fascinated the guys that do that thing where they actually swing the leg like a swivel. Like he just comes forward, but there's guys that who like somehow
swing it to the outside.
Yeah, I'm like, how the F do you do that?
You step up. It's different hip mobility. Different people will step up differently. I just know that because I go outside my hands. It's easier for
someone
me.
Someone on the Instagram story is saying he's taking an extra step. He is not.
No, I haven't seen him.
It's very clear. Drops down. 1, 2.
Yeah.
There's no extra step. That's
yeah. Those are very good reps.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's getting his toes right up to his hands, like front of his fingers. He lifts his. If they go back and show it, he lifts his hands up and kicks his foot almost right underneath his hand. So that's fantastic. You see how he goes up on his fingertips and he kicks his foot right to where his palm was. It's getting a good jump, it looks like. So this feed is lagging a little bit behind because the leaderboard shows me like other people that have come into the zone and stuff, but see, commented back to Raccoon. No such thing as a clean rep when IG is. Are you searching what they said?
Yes. Only the first pro is sailed.
Is done, maybe?
Sailed. That'd be good.
Is flying? I don't know. He's sailing. He's moving so quick. It looks like he's sailing. I like the Shiz's comment. Looks good from my couch.
Shout out the Shiz. How many trading cards you got? How many gold level trading cards you got in that house?
I don't have any. I want to collect the whole set.
Wait a minute. You don't have a Lauren?
No, we never. I thought we were gonna get them, but I didn't. We haven't gotten any.
Oh, all right. I have a Rich Ryan and a Tara Jackson.
Yeah, I want to collect the whole set. I want 30 trading cards, one of each Elite 15 person, male and female.
Well,
so I don't know if I'll ever get a Rich Ryan, but
I think you got to get just the top maybe 10 and then like the bonuses, like Meg breaks the world record, Lauren's the world champion, you had the special ones.
Oh, he did show them to me. He sent me a link with it. And apparently, so Lauren's card, because there is a Lauren's card out there, I just don't have it, has 3 little like crowns or something in the bottom for 3 world championships. And so does Hunter's.
Nice.
So I should go look at Chris's and see if Chris has one. Because she would have a crown on the bottom of hers. So when do you want to do the women's race? Because what I'll do is I'll go take off the audio from previously having streamed it. So that
we can just play it on your screen. We can just play it on your screen, right?
Yeah.
And do it that way.
Okay. Yeah, because I looked and they did not save the women's race on Hyrox Middle East.
So when they get to the end and it says save or delete, they were like, you know what? Delete.
Yeah, well, who needs this? It looks like it froze. It looked like it froze at the end. So I wonder if the guy just like tried to reset the video and it got lost. Anyway, so looking at this race right now, it does not look like it's a big fight for that first place spot. It looks like, as expected, Kent's going out. He's got over a 2-minute lead over second place, and second place ran a lap short. So it's at least a 5-minute lead. Third place is a guy from Great Britain, Jordan Bryant, who is 2 minutes and 17 seconds behind Kent. So we can infer, let's see, Kent exited the rock zone after the burpee broad jump at 27:22. And in Hunter's world record, exited the broad jump out of the rock zone in 26:10. So Kent's over a minute now behind the world record pace. I wonder if we just go find Kent's best race and see if he's on pace for that.
We've just been challenged to come up with a time for Kent. What do you think?
Come up with a time for him?
Yeah, what do we think the finish time is going to be?
Looks like 58:30-ish. Just do something 58:32.
That's what I just put in. Dude,
oh, there you go.
We're in sync, baby.
There we go.
Mullet and Muscle says, "Where's CrossFit?" Well, they are trying to run an almost 5K somewhere.
Oh. Hey Matt, are we gonna do that burrito 5K?
Have you seen how light I look? Hey, I'm gonna start talking again so I appear on the screen. Hello, look how light and fresh this haircut is. How are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm actually pretty light right now. I think a month and a half ago we talked and I was like 225, 228. And I know I worked out hard yesterday, but I was 206. And
so
I've been putting in 30-mile weeks. So
right. Well, I was 196, which I'd never seen in my life before. I don't think I'd ever seen 195. And I'm now 183, 184, but I'm not putting in that many miles yet. I'm still like taking it easy on the hip, but I'm doing some lean, mean Deca home workouts. I don't know if you saw that. So you give me a little bit, buddy.
Nice. Did you do a Deca? Was it Deca Strong at home, like a simulation one?
Well, clearly you're not listening to my amazing podcast.
I am listening.
Do we want to talk about Kent's form at all?
No, I'm not gonna get ever into rowing form. Did you see Hunter get roasted on rowing form when he put out a video?
No. I just meant to give somebody the folks at home watching the video, like, hey, he looks good, he looks smooth, just a little bit besides our friendly banter. That's all. For people who have no idea who we are and are just like literally just watching for the coverage.
So he's taken a big stroke. It doesn't look like he's super fatigued, which I wouldn't expect. He's not getting pushed by anybody here. So I don't expect him to really have to dive into the tank. And if you listen to Mile Hybrid Show, he even said he'd only been working out about 60 minutes. Looks like that guy might have cut off another lap.
Are they trying to interview him? What was she doing?
Yeah, they're talking to him. Former UPS driver.
Well,
oh man.
Mullet said not bad for UPS driver.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like, fuck it. I'm already behind. I may as well skip another lap.
Yeah. Give this guy some pressure, right?
I want to know if she was trying to interview him or she just said, "Are you okay?" or what that
he might have said something. She was showing him her watch, so maybe I don't know. But Kent looks easy going. He said he was only working out for 60 minutes a day, and then like the last 2 weeks ish, he might have upped it to prepare for this 2-3 weeks. But he also said that if somebody's not there to push him, he's just gonna do what just enough to win. He's not looking to like go set a time or anything. He talked about it as, I'm just going to go there and win some money.
And represent the U.S. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, holla at your boy. You know what your boy's been doing.
Exactly. Okay, what were we talking about? Oh, so sorry, we're talking about the 5K, right?
Oh, burrito 5K.
So there's a small chance we could do it in Chicago, but I really like to get. I'll do it and I'll probably lose. But if you want to give me another 6 months after that, I think I can beat you.
So I signed up for Chicago. So
you're performing in Chicago.
I'm gonna actually race in Chicago.
Okay. How would you like to do a doubles with your boy?
I can do a doubles. Are you saying with your boy, as in with Ryan Can, or with you?
Me?
Oh, that's fine. I'll do a doubles. I don't know what time it's at,
I don't either.
but hopefully it doesn't overlap too much. I'm not Lauren. I can't just go back to back to back on 3 different races in a single day.
Hey, did I tell you that when I was in the brief rowing contest in Rally in the Valley that your wife was the only one like pulling for me the whole time? And
You did.
the pictures came out and it's awesome. She's right there with me. I just want to say, what a great lady, right? We already know how awesome she is. And then like there's like 3 or 4 pictures and she's right there. So good job.
She does that. She's super supportive. If you go watch the end of this race, like she crosses the line and goes back and to talk to Michaela and get her going in, and the other girls too. She gives Michaela a big hug after too when she crosses. So I just looked up what Kent's PR time, PR Hyrox is, and I'm not sure, but I think it's the US championships in Chicago a couple years ago when he beat Hunter. He ran a 57:45, and I think he briefly held the world record for Hyrox during that time. And he exited the rock zone after the row at 36:07, and today on this one he exited the rock zone after the row at 35:40, so he's 27 seconds ahead of his PR time, at least his PR pace at this point. Now, watching this race earlier, the rock zones in the later stations, especially the lunge, are a further distance. The lunge and the farmer carry, they're further away, so there'll be longer times in that. But as of right now, he's got 27 seconds on himself. So we'll see if he can keep that pace up. I just don't see, if somebody's not there pushing him, I don't see how he's gonna continue moving at that rate. If he hasn't been, that girl was limping hard.
Is that the same one from earlier that I saw limping?
I don't know if that was the same one, but man, she looked like she's on a broken ankle or something. I read Raccoon says put me down for 57:43. So
We said 58:32, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take this time for a quick coffee break.
Okay.
I got a big box. Quick shout out. Big box I'm going to open shortly. Resolute Coffee.
Oh, you went and bought some?
New sponsor.
Oh.
Haven't you been paying attention?
Yeah, I thought they were Rich's sponsor, and I thought you got some from Rich after he told you about it.
Well, Rich made the introduction.
Nice.
And they are now a proud sponsor of this show. Resolute is born from a love of coffee and a belief in the human spirit. Resolute also makes hot sauce. I look forward to trying that. Very excited. These are exciting times to be in the hybrid fitness media space, my friend.
That's awesome. Oh, don't trip over that kettlebell. There he goes.
Your boy looks solid.
Yeah, he's moving. He's running a good time. See, this farmer carry, that's a longer transition zone, rock zone for them on that one. This looked like a great farm. We almost went to the wrong place. So these kettlebells are not the traditional kettlebells that are usually out of Hyrox. Usually the competition kettlebells are the ones that they use, and they have a thinner handle. These are thicker. They're fat kettlebells, and they have a thicker handle, which makes it a little bit hard to grip it that long.
You know what he's wearing on his feet there?
I do not. I think he said he was trying out a shoe. I don't remember what it was though. I'm not good with shoes and music, man. Those are the questions you gotta ask somebody else.
Bracken would know. All right, I'm gonna grab my coffee. Stand by.
All right, yeah. So if anybody is watching this back or watching it live right now, and you're curious about the women's race, the women's race was I did film it. So Matt and I are going to talk over it as we watch it. So they did not save it, but you will get an opportunity to watch it as soon as we play it back. And the women's race, they didn't start the live stream until 12 minutes into the race, which the women were already on the sled pushes at that time. Looking back, I don't know if they did or not, but was told the sleds looked or felt light, so they were going to add weight to them. The times on the sleds in this race do not, oh, there's Lauren. The times on the sleds do not look like they were heavy or look like they were fast. They look like normal European sled times, which I guess if that's the standard sled time, then that's a good indication. So
I'll talk to you in a second, buddy. Okay.
And
we're back.
They're following this guy who's got the penalty. He's got a 3-minute penalty for missing a lap. Maybe it's a 5-minute.
Hang on a second. We've got an account called Mr. Hyrox.
Oh.
The track for farmers is too narrow, he says. No space for athletes behind. I don't think a lot of passing happens in the farmers, from my experience.
I mean, unless somebody sets it down right in the middle of the track, because they can't carry it the whole way. I'm going to go do a little check right now of where Kent is compared to his record time at Chicago 2021. So today he was out of the rock zone after the farmer carry at 41.41, and his previous was 41.45. So he is 4 seconds ahead of his PR Chicago time. So
I was going to say, somebody just typed that. It's you.
that's me.
So Mr. Hyrox has 0 posts and 0 followers. So I don't know how much I can respect your opinion, Mr. Hyrox. Come on, man. You're going to have an account like that. Get in there. Get in there. Make your start following some people, start posting. So while we're waiting here, do you want to do this immediately after, or do you want to go back to bed for a little bit?
I don't know. I slept for an hour and a half. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll do it right after.
I can do it right after. If I do that, though, I might go get some coffee. I got to go make a pot of coffee first, though.
Okay. Well, there
was
go ahead.
When you jumped up, there was a Lauren sighting on this feed. She was talking to Christian, it looked like. She's wearing, we got some printed, the hybrid engine. So her sports car that she raced in is the hybrid engine. labeled is.
Say that again about the hybrid engine. Sorry, I was typing.
She's wearing a sports bra that has the hybrid engine. We made a logo for it.
I'm
the
well aware.
dumbbell.
I have a photo of your wife in first place on my account.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
So wait, did you tell the hybrid raccoon he can't
Well, I asked him to join, and
us?
I asked him to join. Then he said he couldn't, so I said no soup for you.
No, he said he'll be on a bike and have to dip if the baby wakes up. So he can join. He'll just be on a bike.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
Well,
he'll have to leave if the baby wakes up.
okay. Then I guess tell him yes. Hang on.
It's in the plastic thing. It's in the bin.
If my baby wakes up, actually, I need to check on her. She shouldn't wake up for another 3 hours, but if she does, I'd have to dip for a minute too, and then I'd just have a baby on my lap.
That's fine.
She's doing good. Baby monitors are on your phone now.
That's definitely, we did not have those when I was a kid. When I had babies, when I had small children, you had to just turn the little thing on.
No, I can view her. Lauren can view her from her phone in Dubai.
Amazing.
So
The advantages you people have.
yeah. Let's look at the sandbag lunges in for Kent was 46.01.
Oh,
his previous
which is
record
that?
time was 45.30.
He just fell sideways. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, weird. So I'll just say watching the women's race and watching this race, there is something going on between the lunges in this race and like previous races, because I don't know exactly what it is, but going into the lunges, I guess if we're going to watch the women's race after this, I don't have to explain it, but going into the lunges, Lauren was about a minute ahead of a previous time. And when coming out of the lunges, she was like 5 seconds behind. And it wasn't like a big discrepancy.
Ryan is talking to one of the co-owners of Hyrox. So
is it Christian?
He cannot be that tired. Yes, Christian.
Maybe Christian's like telling him his form's gotta be better. I mean, his form looks good. Christian might be tight on him, saying, "You gotta touch your knee."
No, I think they're just joking around.
Oh, is Christian judging him?
Christian's like, where should we have drinks later?
Yeah. Where do you want to party? Christian's great, man. He always helps out whenever like we're together or something. He's always, man, that guy's got connection to everything. He's a great dude. Do you know he used to put on Ironmans like back in the 80s, early 90s, he'd said. He was one of the people responsible for expanding Ironman.
Yes, I chatted with him at that very first, or that Chicago event in 2020.
Yeah,
I learned all about him.
Him and Mo Fuersta. I did not know that Mo was like an Olympic gold medalist in field hockey.
Again, like you need to pay more attention. I've known these things for years, man.
No, like when I first met him. Yeah, I've known it for a couple of years now, but when I first met him, I didn't know that. I
googled all these guys when I first met them. I did my research.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that guy, the second place guy, or maybe now he's dropped to third, looks pretty fresh on the.
Yeah, he's doing like little spurts and then resting or something. Yeah, I mean, this is not. It's their first one. It's not the best camera work, but definitely stay with the race. I always think like So you'll see in the women's, the guys at the sled push, that's where it starts on the women's race. They're doing the sled push, and then right in the middle of it, like, you don't see Lauren leave, you don't see Michaela leave, you don't see the girl in third leave the sled push at all. They just are gone, and he's going around to like all the other women all the way down the line, and we don't know when they left or how far ahead they are. Like, so we get on the comments and just try to get him to at least follow the race. The most interesting race portion was Lauren and Michaela, right? You wanted to watch them. So
yeah, it seems you would think it's a pretty basic concept, right? Like, give a person a phone and say follow the race, but like they don't understand like a basic. That was my problem with the last Spartan live feed. The person whoever they had was like, would just kind of follow and then go back. And it's like, just plant yourself. Let's look at these next three people, that kind of thing.
yeah, but it to me, it solidified the argument, follow the leader. Everybody's like, oh, stay at the stations. No, you got to be able to see when the leader leaves, watch when the leader gets back, show the gaps between the people. Those are what are like we're looking at. And if there's anything interesting, like somebody missed a lap, somebody got a penalty or something, show that, let us know. Like, but in races like this, where there's people maybe trying to get into the elite 15, or if there's people like one or two people from the elite 15, it's, you want to show those people, because when you're at the majors, the world championship, they're all amazing, right? All those people that qualify that are just amazing people. They're super fit, they're going hard. And so to even see the person that's in last at that, you know that they're really good. And so you can go back and forth during it. But
you're being incredibly specific. I'm just saying, have awareness, have race awareness. Because look, we're looking at literally a very narrow field, right? It's a vertical thing. So it's just being aware, like, we're watching this person, wait, there's something happening behind. Let's take a step over, right? Now I can see the person right behind them, right?
Yeah.
And then they left. Okay, this person left. There's 2 or 3 people still left. We've got a battle here. It's just like being aware, because you literally only have one view at a time. So just be aware. And some people just think, oh, I'm following a person, I should keep following a person.
Yeah. I mean, it's just this, the camera guy probably he doesn't know who the people are. So he doesn't know what they're best at, what they're going to be. And like, how close is a close race? If somebody's 30 seconds behind, you might think it's a big gap, but that can be made up pretty quickly depending on who's running, right?
From what you watched in the women's race, will it be more exciting to watch than this?
It is more exciting to watch than this, because on this one, it just seems like Kent's way out there. I mean, when I first watch it, my first run through, I get more anxiety than Lauren does.
I could imagine. Yes, I could imagine.
And so I get like, oh God, and I'm watching, just watching back and forth the times, trying to see the camera guy, like, come on, show the leader. But yeah, I think on a second walkthrough, I'll be okay, because I already know the results. So it looks like Kent, compared to his best PR Hyrox race, he is about 40 seconds behind. Oh, no, 37 seconds behind his own time. So depending on how fast he does these wall balls, he came into the wall balls at 54.04. He could go sub 58 if he does a good wall ball. So if the men's field was as strong as the ladies' field, going unbroken on the wall balls for the top 5 or 6 people, you might see Kent break 58 here, but most of the men are doing like 4-ish minutes on the wall balls. maybe a little over. So I do not know if he'll be able to break 58 coming into this station at 54.04. I do know that watching Lauren's race, I think she got 2 no reps on the wall balls. She missed the target at the top. But otherwise it was like unbroken. She caught the ball and like stumbled after those no reps. But then,
Was that like 35 unbroken? What was that? Do you know?
I don't know. I mean, I think
Take a breath, buddy. Take a breath. Calm down. Breathe, buddy.
wow.
It's a huge lead, so he can take a break.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a 3-minute lead on a guy that has a penalty, 3.5-minute lead on somebody that we don't know if they have a penalty. So yeah, I think he did, like I said, a 35 or 40 to start with.
If you want to turn the volume up on yours, I can't. If I turn up on mine, it'll blast my ears out. So I'm
Okay,
sure that girl looks like she's probably talking about it. That woman.
Do you hear that coming through the speakers?
No, I just want you to be able to tell me. Like I can't hear it. So if you can say, well, if you hear them talking, people are saying no in these reps. I thought there were a couple that he wasn't quite below parallel, but what do you think?
That's a bad camera angle. His reps, like, look from the front there, his hip crease. People just got to look for his hip crease getting below his knee. They look great.
Okay, but you didn't think there were a couple early on that looked a little. I thought maybe 2. I'd say, hey.
I mean,
get a
I
little
might have
deeper,
turned
but-
my head, but I don't see. I don't see any right now that look bad.
Well, you are a level 3 CrossFit guy, so I trust you over
Yeah.
anybody.
I've been a judge at multiple what that guy just did was actually should have been a no rep. You can't catch the ball on a bounce when it hits the ground. You're supposed to let it settle completely, and that is a rule in Hyrox too. Lauren's got in trouble for that.
That's a no rep. He missed the target.
He missed the target. The judge did say no rep.
Okay, missed the target again. She said no rep.
Yeah.
I saw her little handshake.
So,
there.
but the ball, you cannot catch the ball on a bounce and go into your next rep. He needs to let the ball settle on the ground. See that?
He did it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt that's ever going to be called at Hyrox, by the way.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
Lauren's got
are you
no
hearing-
rep on it.
Are you
before.
hearing the count? Are they saying
No,
the number?
It's like choppy coming over.
Okay. So who is that in orange that's cheering him on?
I don't know.
Is that it? No. Take another break. Nope, he's done. Well, more chalk.
Get some chalk on those hands. I turned the sound on, but it's very choppy.
Usually they have those little signs. Don't they have the signs that show the counting?
Yeah,
in
those
tens?
are like grid races and stuff. So he's close now. Should be about 2 reps, maybe.
There we
There it
go.
goes.
All right. What's the time? What do we got?
So Kent's time. Finish time.
Show the board. Hey, you heard me. 59 even.
59 even. So I was talking to Lauren and we were asking, I was like, do you think you'll beat Kent? Because he said he wasn't in shape. He said he was only working out an hour a day and stuff. And so it was close. It was close.
So somebody had a 1-minute penalty. What's a 1-minute penalty?
Going in the wrong arch. So you go like in the out arch or something, or out the in arch.
Can you text Lauren to ask Ryan what shoes he's wearing? And also,
I thought they they were said the Sinisters. Is that what people were saying?
Oh, I got
When
up
you
to
went and
grab.
got coffee.
I grabbed another coffee. I didn't tell you this time.
What's that?
I said I got up another time. I had to ask my family to be quiet, so maybe I missed it.
Oh yeah, they said the Saucony Sinisters.
You're a fucking Saucony Sinister. That's what I think about you.
Me?
Yeah. All right. So how long you want to watch this before we cut off and watch the ladies?
I usually like to watch the top three. I just want to know when they cross that.
No. I'm just getting your general thoughts. I know we're gonna wait, but I'm just trying to
Yeah,
prepare.
I would say top three. We don't have anybody there to interview them, so we can't hear an interview. So
Who are they saying? Who is he saying no reps?
the guy behind him, the one that didn't have a shirt on, they just changed the angle. So if they go back to the other side, there's a guy on the left of this guy that was, I mean, I was about to say one of my really inappropriate analogies. So
Oh, hey guys, I didn't see. It's you didn't tell me it was
oh, you're not reading the YouTube comments?
I didn't think anybody was commenting.
Oh, I just went to it. The shiz says Saucony Sinister.
I
See?
know, that's what I'm saying.
So this guy's got a penalty. They only put a 1 minute penalty. He definitely should have more than a 1 minute penalty. I thought he took I thought he skipped the lap, which should be at least a 3 minute. So this guy, those are some of his were no reps. Hopefully they were counting them as no reps.
Let's see here. Those Hokas? Those look like some fucking VJ Trail or Hokas, don't they?
Yeah. All right, so there's your
by the way,
three.
that's me after my DecaFit home workout. That's what I look like after my 20 burpees.
Yeah, I saw your post. You said something about not you shouldn't run after doing the burpees?
Yeah,
Who was that you were with that you're like, do you want to go for another run? And they're like, oh no.
Well, because I had done this home workout, right? And I didn't know that like I was like run to a station. And I thought, well, you finish on a run. Like I just thought I wanted to get 2,500 meters in. So I came and did the burpees. And I was dead, literally dead, and I couldn't move basically. And so when it was coming up, so I learned like, okay, you can't finish with a run, you just stop after the burpees. And so my buddy, when I was explaining it to him as we were finishing, I said, this is going to be the last run. He's like, why? And so then we got to the burpees, and I was like, oh, you want to go run now? And he was like, oh, I guess you're right. But again, I assumed you listen to my episodes and you learned all this stuff already.
I do listen to your episodes.
Well, I had a whole conversation with Rich about this.
I listened to that whole thing. I usually listen to it when I'm running, so I might be like a little bit out of it, but I listen to them.
Okay, well, you clearly didn't listen close enough. All right, what's the official times here? We can wrap this. We can wrap this up.
So before penalties, Ryan Kent 59 even, Muhammad Ali Mabret 102.15, and Jordan Bryant 102.27. And fourth place just crossed at 104.21. My assumption is Muhammad Ali Mabret should be getting a 3 minute penalty. It says 1 minute on there, but he missed the whole lap. That should be a 3 minute penalty. So I'm not sure if it's only a 1 minute penalty, then he stays in second. It looks like, I mean, I don't know. Let's see, but if there's no penalty, if the penalty's got to be at least 3 minutes. This is a 3 lap course, and if you miss a lap, running one lap is a minute 20, I would just skip all 3 laps and PR.
Looks like they finished this looks like it's over. So
Yep.
let's stop the screen share. And thank you for so much for watching. And for those of you that would love to see the women's feed, we're gonna go do that now, and it'll be in the link in the comments by the time I'm done putting this thing up.
I'm gonna mute this. All right, I do have the women's video up. And we'll skip ahead because the first 20 minutes is me just talking by myself because I'm waiting for the
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do.
stream
I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna stop the
Yeah.
live feed. And yeah, hit the links below.